Okay, perfect, you guys. Welcome on to tonight's call. My name is Jade Hooper. Thank you for taking some time out to kind of check out what we have going on, whether you're here as a guest to just kind of check out the products, or you're here as a guest to check a little bit of the business, or maybe you came in for the products and you'll be interested in the business. So I'm excited for you guys to just hang out a little bit with me tonight. Hold on. My very, very short charger fell out of my computer. I had to steal it from my son's little PS something or another. But I want to tell you guys just a little bit about me, okay? And if you have any questions, feel free to pop it in the chat. So I actually I always say that my story goes like way, way, way back. So are there any single moms here? That's a hard life. So my mom had me when she was just 18. She was a single mom. And life was super, super hard for us, like bad growing up. We always struggled. My mom always had 3 jobs. She had her normal job. She cleaned houses, and then she had a part-time job somewhere seasonally where she could get like an employee discount. It was normally someplace that we needed a discount. Okay. And so we struggled really bad. I literally never saw my mom. So we had a very, very broken relationship, minus like the last few years, which I'm very grateful for. Because I think I was just like bitter. I didn't understand why she was always gone. And I thought maybe she just doesn't like me. And so I was actually raised very much by my grandparents. So how many of you guys, I feel like it's kind of like a generational thing. Like there was like a strong generation of us kids that were like hardcore raised by grandparents because our parents were working, right? And so things were hard. When I was in high school, I used to literally skip lunch because we couldn't afford food. And I would come home and the lights would be shut off, and we had an empty fridge. We didn't have a home phone. We didn't have a TV. We literally just had a house. Okay. And I was grateful for it. And I knew that that's how life was. And so I saw my mom struggle, and I saw how hard she worked. And I just kind of made up my mind, like, I'm never going to live like this. I'm going to do everything in my power to not have to do that. Well, at the same time, I have always wanted to be a hairstylist. That's something that I've always been passionate about. I cut my hair, just like every other little girl in my bathroom. And from that moment on, I fell in love. And so after I turned 18, I moved out with my boyfriend, who is actually now my husband. And we moved in together, and I started going to cosmetology school, and I worked my butt off. So I graduated school, I got into the salon, and within 6 months, I became a salon manager because I'm not afraid of hard work. Okay. Like I'm not afraid of hard work as long as I'm getting paid for it. And I was like, this is insane. Like I felt like I was making it. I was working 24/7. I was in control of my schedule. So if you're not at the salon, you're not making money. So I was just at the salon all the time. And for the first time in my life, I was living paycheck to paycheck. And that was like everything to me. Okay. And I just had plans of opening a salon. Like I thought everything was going to be great until my husband proposed, and we got married just a few months later. And then we did what married people do. And I got pregnant immediately, like married, pregnant. And I was shocked because that was never a part of my plan. Having children was never, ever a part of my plan, ever. Okay. And I was like, this is going to be fine. Like my mom, it was like, whatever. I was never with her. I was always with grandma and grandpa. Like I'll just be at the salon. Baby will be at, babysitter. Like I literally was completely delirious and oblivious to what it was going to feel like to have my own child. Okay. So I told all my clients, don't worry, I'll be back in the salon 2 weeks later, like having absolutely no knowledge of what it was going to do to my body or my heart. And so while I was pregnant, it was the hardest time ever. My husband actually ended up losing his job, which we lost our insurance. We started having complications with our pregnancy. I had to see a specialist every 2 weeks. They were like preparing me to have to give birth at 21 weeks. And it felt like all of a sudden after getting pregnant, like my whole entire like life kind of got flipped upside down. And we moved 2 times before we even had my son. And so finally in August, we had my son, and I gave birth, and they like took on my dog's right here. They took the baby and they set him on my chest. And I was like the Grinch. My heart broke in a million pieces, and it grew bigger than I'd ever felt my heart grow. And I literally, like to this day, it makes me emotional because I had no idea what it felt. Do any of you guys understand what I'm talking about? When they hand you your kid and you're like, oh my God, it's intense. Like this is a little part of me, and it's half me and half my husband. And oh my God, like it's intense. And in that moment, I literally saw like everything I have ever wanted just completely go out the window. I didn't care. I was like, hair, salon, opening a salon. Like I literally do not care. And so I spent the first year of my son's life completely like shaking things up. We actually had to move the week of Christmas, just a couple months after he was born, because we couldn't afford where we were living because I had stepped down from my management position because it required me to be there so many days and I couldn't be away from him. I would have to drive an hour and a half just to drop him off at a babysitter's that cost me more money than I was making at the salon that day. I'd drive away, literally just like, having letdowns and crying because I breastfed because I couldn't afford formula. And it was just hard. And having Christmas and moving that week and not being able to afford a Christmas for my son and a Christmas tree and gifts. Even my mom, who was a broke single mom, put Christmas gifts on layaway for 9 months of the year in order to give me some sort of Christmas. And here I have my own son and I can't do that for my baby. And so that was really my lowest low. And so I spent the first year of his life feeling sorry for myself until, it was his birthday. And that day I spent his first birthday fighting with my husband over giving our, guest water because my grandma made a roast because I couldn't afford food. I went to Pacemaker, which is just like this crappy little grocery store in Northern Illinois. If anybody has heard of Pacemaker, I will literally like give you a virtual cookie because like no one really knows about it. But I went there and I got a funfetti cake and I made it for like 97 cents. It was on clearance. And my husband was like, what are we giving people for drinks? And I was like, water, dude, because we have no money. And he got so embarrassed. He went and maxed out a credit card to put beer and pop on it because he was just like, we cannot do that to people. And so I put my son to bed that night and I did what parents do. I like stared at my kid while they were sleeping and I was just like, how did this become this? Time went by so fast. And I just kind of realized like, if I don't, like a year has already gone by and if I don't change what I'm doing, he's going to end up living the way that I lived growing up. He's going to end up not having a home phone and a TV. He's going to live his life like never seeing me. He's going to not be able to play sports because, I'm not going to be able to afford it for him if I don't change something. And so it was that moment that I decided that I need to find something that I could do from home. And so when I started in this industry, you guys, I had no freaking idea what I was doing. I had to do it on social media because I didn't have gas in my car or a babysitter to watch my kid. And it was hard. But within 5 months, I replaced my full-time income. In less than 2 years, I became a millionaire earner. And it wasn't from magic. It was because I'm not afraid of hard work. This industry has completely changed my life. And I'm so freaking excited to tell you guys about Q Sciences because I have never seen anything like this. So whether you're here, just because you want to take a look at the products, or because maybe you are interested in the business, if the products work, I really, really hope that I can answer those questions for you guys. Okay. So the foundation of a company, honestly, is like, who's going to run it? Have you guys ever been to like, I would say a salon? Have you guys ever walked into a business before and you're like, the people here are miserable? You're like, oh God, like you can cut the tension with a knife. It's because of who's running it. And so when you come into Q Sciences and you come into something like this and you're like, whoa, this is different. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. Everybody's so pumped to share the name Q Sciences. When I was with the company once upon a time where I literally taught my team to never say the company's name because we were kind of like embarrassed of it. I'm like, sorry to say it, but like we were. Here, we're not afraid of that. So Mark Wilson, he's actually a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He knows how to win. He is our CEO and founder, and he's literally just the sweetest man in the whole entire world. Okay. Jake Spencer is our president and co-owner. He was actually just on a Zoom that we were on just before this. So the fact that the president of the company, before he has to go take his kids to basketball, hopped on a Zoom to encourage us right before we head to a convention to let us know how we're going to change the world, literally means everything to me. And that's who's leading us. Jake has built a multi-million dollar business in this industry. So it's not just some random person who like thinks they know what to do, telling you how to build and how to be successful. And you know what I mean? Because what's the number one thing that really holds people back? Well, what if I get into this and I don't know what I'm doing? He literally trains us so that way we do. And if I'm going to have someone mentoring me, that's what I want. So we're in a really a special time right now. Okay. We are a ground floor opportunity since our relaunch in 2018. This is very, very special. Remember when I told you guys that I became a millionaire earner in less than 2 years? I did that because of the timing of the company that I was with. Okay. And that's exactly where we are right now. If someone tells you timing doesn't matter, they're lying. It's because they want you to do their thing. Well, like timing does matter. So we are literally here. We are on the cusp of like this insane momentum and explosion. We're in 26 countries and growing. And Forbes said it best, the best time to join a company is during global expansion and a product launch. And I just want to like let you guys know of a little secret. We are launching a whole entire completely brand new non-toxic home line at the end of this month. And I think that in a world where we're all just kind of becoming more aware and like woke to ingredients and what we're putting in our bodies, what we're putting on our bodies, what we're putting in our kids, like how many of you guys you're like, wow, baby lotion or baby powder that I like put on my kids, that's bad, like that's toxic. We had no idea, right? And so now we're going to be able to provide the world with these really incredible, affordable, my nose is itching now from petting my dog. That's what I get, right? We're going to be able to provide the world with these non-toxic products. And it's really going to be an exchange of like, hey, Sarah, how are you? I see her at the bottom of my screen. Hey, Sarah. Okay. So you want to use some better products. Let's take your laundry soap. Let's exchange it out for something that's going to be cleaner, more sustainable, better for the environment, safer for your family. And the price is like amazing. It's just such a simple swap. And so that's really, really exciting. And you get to be one of the first to launch it to the world. This is like, oh, you guys, if you're going to sell a product, you want to know who the heck the person is that like designs it, who comes up with these things, who designs these, who picks the ingredients, like who actually knows this information. Dr. Stephen Kimberly is our guy. He is our chief science officer, you guys. And let me just tell you something. He led WebMD for over 15 years. Everybody knows WebMD, right? I don't know who doesn't. That's the first place we go and we're like, why does my arm hurt? And I have a tingly left hand pointer finger, right? Like we go there when we're trying to figure out our life. And so he was the senior editor at WebMD. And so that if you know that that's who's creating our products and formulating our products, he's also a naturopath. You know that what you're using, what you're putting in your body and on your body is going to be safe and effective. And like I said before, we have an exploding line right now. So we're constantly going through innovation to figure out what's the best product, what's the best ingredient, can we enhance something? And so that's really going to capitalize on those market trends. So that way it just kind of helps you make even more, right? We have a full product line. Okay, a full product suite. And then this is just going to grow even more. The product line, yes, the product line that we have coming out actually is going to be over 70 products as the year goes on. Yeah, my girl Sarah's like, dang. Yeah. So imagine it is a very, very special thing when you're looking at from a business standpoint to leverage something like that, because everybody brushes their teeth. Everybody cleans their clothes. Everybody uses those things, right? So our products are nutraceuticals. So they're going to fill nutritional gaps to help your body work better. Okay. So we've got full spectrum hemp products for fitness, weight loss, detox, gut health, energy, hydration, collagen, focus and stress, skincare, sublingual sprays. That's these guys right here in the corner, immune support, hormone balance. We truly have something for everybody. Okay. And our products go through product refinement, a lot of, investigation. There has to be approval for the products, all these things. So that's what all these crazy, like little doodads down here mean. And for me, I love that it's milk free, egg free, fish free, shellfish free, nut free. I'm someone who just found out just a few months ago that I have like psychotic food allergies. And so I was with the company once upon a time. If I was still using their products, I wouldn't be able to use them actually because of the ingredients that are in them. So the fact that I can use these means everything to me, and that they are allergen free. Okay. So speaking of products, this is one of them that I want to highlight. Do I have, oh yeah, I got a package right here. So I don't know about you guys. Has anybody ever taken like vitamins? You're like, I need this vitamin. I know I need to supplement, because in the world where we're at right now, basically, Dr. Kimberly has said, like, if you're not using supplementation to give your body the extra vitamins and nutrients, you're going to be deficient and you're going to feel it. And that's going to be aches and pains and bloating and inflammation because your body needs those vitamins and minerals and you can't be depleted of them. Okay. And so this is our number one product seller. This is in over 85% of all customers, all ambassadors, subscriptions every single month. And once you use this, good luck getting off of it, because when you see how good you feel, you're not going to realize how bad you felt before. Okay. So this is called Q Core. This is my favorite thing ever. How many of you guys use this? If anybody's an ambassador, like this is just my favorite. So normal, I do want to say side note, because these are like in pill form. I was like a nervous wreck when I literally was traveling and I was like, I'm not taking this while I'm gone, because normally when I take like a pill or a supplement, it makes me really queasy or feel gross, or I have like an upset tummy, or you like don't, right? I do not have that with this. I want to let you know that, because that's something that's really important for me, because I was like, dang, I hope this doesn't make me sick. I was so nervous. Okay. So what comes in this pack? It comes in this bag. It's actually those 4 vitamins and it comes in this bag. And then when you open the bag, it comes conveniently like this. So you have your AM and your PM. Okay. So you tear it open. It's got some like great, inspirational quotes on there. I love it. So cute. So what comes in it is our, Q Max, which is going to be your macronutrient. So it's going to fill those nutritional gaps. That is going to be like magic for your brain. Okay. Absolutely insane. We have Align, which I think is like quickly becoming one of my favorite products. Align is for inflammation. That when I talk about Q Core and like my stories, or just that I'm using it on Facebook, when people see that we have something for inflammation, they blow up my phone, because a lot of people have chronic inflammation that gives them headaches and aches and pains and all sorts of things. We have Q Digest, which is a digestional enzyme that helps you break down your food so that way your body can absorb the vitamins and minerals from what you are taking in better. And then our pro and prebiotics. So what you're going to see is that you're going to have a better mood, better sleep, better energy, the bloating, gas, IBS, headaches, aches, and pains. It's insane. And the results that people have, like what people are sharing from using this, they're like definitely not compliant, but it truly is insane. And so if you're someone who, wants to lose weight and you kind of have those issues, I would say start here first, because that's one of my most favorite things about Q Sciences as an ambassador recommending products to customers, is that we're not just slaying weight loss products. We're saying, let's get to the root of the problem, because people who need to lose weight normally have underlying issues as well, where they need products like this. This is my next favorite thing. From a business standpoint, okay, obviously, if you're here, is anybody here just kind of looking at like the products only? So first, I'm going to speak from being an ambassador, coming from a background where I was like just only basically selling weight loss products. People cannot fix like their life, right? If you want to lose weight, if you want to, stop bloating, all those things, like you can't just give them products without teaching them like good habits and the things that they need. So that way they're eating the way that they need to, and they know how to track things, and you know what I'm saying? And they have guidance and help. And as an ambassador, to sit here and tell you that, if I'm trying to if Victoria purchases Q Core, I'm going to be able to give her the My Q Fit app, which is going to have workouts, meal plans. There's literally like a gut health reset challenge. There's a trainer that you can message back and forth and ask questions to. And I know that when I'm giving her this, I'm also setting her up for the most success with the products. Is everything to me, because if you actually care about your customers, you're going to give them a tool like this so they can get long lasting results and not a quick sale. Amen. Amen. Okay. As an ambassador, you also get access to this as well. I just want to let you guys know, completely for free, which I love as well, because I am a product of the product and I'm obsessed. Okay. I want you guys to know that you do get rewards when you have a subscription as a customer, actually also as an ambassador as well, which I love it. You get rewards every single time you purchase an order. You're able to go in and get points for free products. We have dedicated customer support, and our customers are able to get wholesale pricing. Okay. And there's no set auto ship. I do recommend that people are consistent. you've got, you know, and you got to be consistent. It's kind of like common sense. My son used teeth whitening strips, organic teeth whitening strips tonight. And he's like, how many times do I got to do this? I'm like, you got to be consistent, buddy, if you want to get the results that you want. And so we really are able to set our customers up for consistency for that. Okay. This is, I'm going to switch gears. This is one of my favorite things. So who's here kind of taking a look at the business side? Let me tell you something. Kind of like what I was sharing about like from the business standpoint, when we're offering products to customers, giving them tools to succeed. This is like my QFit app, but for like the ambassadors. Okay. How many of you guys are ambassadors and you got started with Q Sciences because you need an extra income? I kind of think everybody. I love that you want to hang out with me and you're like, I've got the best of friends, but like what we're all here for is like some sort of income. Okay. When I came into this industry, I needed to make $200 a month. Okay. Any money that was outside of that, I started putting into my very first savings account, and I started paying off debt. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was on Pinterest looking up Dave Ramsey and like the snowball and like trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. And like I said, I made a lot of money in a very short amount of time. And there was no one there saying, you know, make sure you're working smarter, not harder. Make sure you're saving, make sure you're investing, make sure you set up this and set up that. No one was there. If you have a company who is sitting here saying, we have a plan to help you be successful, we have a compensation plan that'll help you be successful, and they have the FFM, which is the Financial Freedom Movement. And what that means, you guys, is that whether it's Sarah or Victoria or Ashley or Brittany or Cassie who come into here, you don't even have to make a dime. You get access to a financial coach. So you set up a meeting with them, you'll Zoom with them, and you get to come up with a plan. So Victoria comes in and she makes $750, which to some people might not seem like a lot of money at all, that's a lot of money. They're going to sit here and say, Victoria, let's make that $750 work for you. Let's learn how to take this money and apply it into your life in the best way to where it's going to make the biggest moves possible. Let's teach you how to eliminate your debt. Let's show you how to raise your credit score. Let's show you how to get, life insurance set up. All of those things that matters. This is literally everything to me. I'm just so tickled pink about the FFM. So I want to go over just a couple different ways that we earn money. Cause obviously, like if you're here to know how to make money, you want to know how to make money. And I'm going to show you guys our compensation plan. And I'm so proud to show it. Okay. So we earn our customers commission. You can rank up with just customers. You don't have to build a team if you don't want to. Okay. I want to let you know if you're like, oh, phew, dang girl. Cause I did a company before where I tried to build a team and I sucked at it. So I don't want to have to do that. When you get started with Q, and you can say that all you want, but when we plug you into our systems and you're like, oh my God, Jade, I don't know what's happening, but everybody's interested in Q. And like, I think someone wants to join my team. Like, what's happening? It's because we have systems that work. I just want you to know that that's going to happen. So you're not like shocked and ahead of time. Okay. You do make commission promotional bonuses and then extra bonuses that are specifically for the FFM. So for the Financial Freedom Movement, you can earn extra bonuses that specifically will go into either a debt savings or an investment of your choice. Okay. So Builder Pro and Executive at the bottom, my like mouse keeps disappearing. Builder Pro and Executive at the bottom. Those are our fast start periods. So here, let me show you this. Okay. I want to show you guys, this is our compensation plan. That's it. It's one page. Okay. And I'm not going to like crazy deep dive into it. If you guys want to see like a deeper dive, we have like a 10-minute compensation plan breakdown. So ask whoever invited you to this for that. I'm going to just highlight a couple things that are like 10 out of 10. Cause I've been in this industry, like I said, for almost 10 years. Oh, I don't even know if I've said that. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I was a hairstylist and a salon manager, and I've been working from my phone this whole time. Okay. This is what's really important. A couple things that you want to pay attention to. Number one, you get paid commission for your customers. It goes up the more you sell, the more you make. Where I came from another company where probably at least half of the people had over 4,000 in personal customer sales, and they did not get paid more because they had more. So our customer pay is tiered. So the more you sell, the more you make. So if they would have been here, they would have been making 30% commission, which is insane, plus earning an additional $100 bonus that would go towards a savings a debt or investments with the FFM. That's insane. In addition to the customer commission, you can rank with just a team. Where is my mouse? There it is. Why does it keep disappearing? You can rank up with just your customer volume. Okay. So you literally, if you have $300 or 300 customer volume, you promote to builder. That's insane. There's built-in bonuses every single rank. It's not a sometimes thing. It's not a one-time thing. It's not going to change every 3 months. It's like, oh my gosh, did I get started when there was that bonus? It's just built in. You know exactly what you're going to get. Okay. The other thing that's going to like shock and awe is that we have set pay. There's no averages here. So if you are bronze, your check is $1,700, period. This is the reason why averages actually suck, that most people do not know. When you have companies where like, and I'll explain to you why we don't have averages, and that's also going to just make you like, what? Because there's no other compensation plan in the world that's like this, just so you know. When there's averages at a certain rank, the thing is that what you don't understand, if there's 100 people, it could be, 90% of people are making, let's say $300. And then there's this random, 10 people that are making like 5,000 and no one really knows why at that rank. It completely offsets the average. So it makes it look like most people are actually making way more than what they really are. So then when you promote to that rank and you're expecting a way higher paycheck and you're like, I don't get it. Like, make this make sense to me. We don't have this here. So when we build with Q, so box number 4 is like what it looks like to promote with a team. And you can see it's the same volumes. It's literally not complicated. You get paid on infinity levels. All volume counts. So most companies are like, you get paid on your level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if it's under that, you just don't get paid on it. This is a very, very generous compensation plan. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. With the company that I was with before, my team every single month did 2.5 million in sales every month. Had I been with Q, I would have made $220,000 every month. It's like insane. I was not making $220,000 a month. So when people ask me like, okay, I know it's set pay, but is it like good? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. It is amazing. Here at Q, we have an incredible system. It just works. The simple onboarding and training. That's why I was saying, like, don't be surprised when you come in and you're like so expecting it to be way more complicated and it's not. And you almost have to unlearn to not complicate it. Okay. It's very, very plug and play. You can earn before you learn, and all the tools are truly there for you before you even get started. And the culture is just different. I don't know if you guys have ever been with a company once upon a time, but you just felt like if you weren't like super talented at whatever, you just couldn't succeed. It's just not like that. Our compensation plan rewards the correct behaviors. We have access to our council members. So it can be like our top 10 or people who are specifically selected by our company. And we have access to them to voice an opinion, and our opinion actually matters here. There's tons of different training events where you're actually getting trained on sales. It's not fluff. It's not just motivational speaking all the time. Fix your brain, fix your brain, fix your brain. It's teaching you skills. And what is very important here is what should be important and should be number one: your faith, your family, your friends, your fitness, your health, and your finances. And I think the proof is in the pudding with that. Okay. So at the end of the day, you guys, this is just 10 out of 10 smart business. I've been in this game for a long, long time. And for me to walk away from what I once had because I saw what we saw here, and when I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. It just speaks for itself why we are exploding and about the timing that we have and what we're doing here. Okay. We've got consumable products, and it's going to get even better. It's so easy to sell the products that people want and need. We have a competitive compensation plan. It's generous, and it is aggressive, and it is simple. And how many of you guys like simple? I just feel like in a world where we are today, people need simple. We can't have, well, if you do this, you can do this. And but if you do that, you can do that. And like, I don't know, just like figure out what you want to focus on. That's insane. All things just add up to the same thing, which is amazing. We have a completely unsaturated market. I'm proud to share the name of Q Sciences. I'm proud to share what we're doing. I'm proud to share my website link. I'm proud. Okay. And people either hear, oh my gosh, I've heard great things like, oh, my chiropractor sells that. Or they're like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. What is that? And they're excited. Okay. And obviously tax benefits, everything down to you starting this business is a tax write-off, and purchasing your products every single month for you to personally have so you can show and be a product of the product. That's a tax benefit. Okay. Obviously I'm not a CPA or like licensed. So like, don't take my advice. I'm not a professional, but I'm just saying. Okay. So I'm so excited for what we have our hands on right now. What I want you guys to do is I want you to go back to the person who invited you to this. And I want you to say to them one of three things. Okay. I'm ready. Like, let's just go. Okay. How could I get my cousin on that call with Jade? Okay. So we can like show her this, because I think she'll kill it. All right. I need to wait until Friday or whatever to get started, or I have questions. Like, can you clear this up for me? Explain to me that FFM, because like, what was that? Or let's talk about these products. Okay. So I had to go back to the person that invited you, ask them all the questions. Again, I just appreciate you guys spending time with me tonight. Thank you so much for like pardoning, me being a little late. All of my kids take my chargers, and then, you know, my cat chews on one. I don't know. Do you guys have animals? It's just the life. So again, my name is Jade Hooper. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Make sure you go to the person who invited you, ask all the questions, and I hope to see you guys in our team chat very, very soon. Okay. Love you guys. We will see you later.